Hey guys, Bees from Bees Toys here, coming at you today. Gonna do a Celebrate the Saga Galactic Empire 5-pack opening. You got your R2 unit, and then you got your Scout Trooper, your Squad Stormtrooper, of course I call these Sand Troopers, and then you got your Snow Trooper and your TIE Fighter pilot. Here's a picture of the back, got them all in there, and then here's a little, if you want to see the little description of them, you can always pause the video and watch it right there. Okay, these were I thought they were exclusive to Best Buy only, but these came from GameStop in one of my hauls last week or earlier this week. I think it was last week. Yeah, it was last week because we had the snow. Had an issue with FedEx. Said they were gonna leave it at a drop point at a local Dollar General, and I had no clue. A guy just happened to be like, well, I have to drop your neighbor a package off, so I went ahead and brought this. I'm like, it was going to go to Dollar General. I'm like, no one said a word to me about that. I don't know anything about that. Anyway, so I've already got one of these open, but I was all about, I bought extra because I wanted to open another one. Not so much for the R2 unit, but just for the troopers. That's okay. I guess you can never have too many R2 units around. There he is, R2. What is he? Q5. R2 Q5. So he's like the Empire version of R2. Okay, so we'll start. Get our Stormtrooper guy out. Squad leader, they call him. Still looks like a Sand Trooper to me. And you really got to move these arms and legs when you first open these. They're like tight. It's like the paint or whatever they do to them. They're stuck in place. Now you can move his wrist, which is kind of interesting a little bit. You can twist the wrist, I guess, so you can put the blaster in their hand. I don't like the pose. I don't know. I'm just not a huge fan of the pose of the already bent elbow in sometimes, but I guess in this case, not much you can do about it. Yeah, it makes it difficult sometimes to get these where you want them too. There you go. Guess if you're a squad commander, you're not really going to shoot your gun. You're just going to hold it and make it look tough. Right? So there he is. Squad commander Stormtrooper. You get a similar figure. They had a similar figure in the Target exclusive Force Link pack from a couple of years, about 2 or so years back, that you could get. I believe he was same trooper. And we had a TIE pilot. Like these figures. I don't know. I like the pilots. The all black uniform's pretty cool with the black helmet. So comes with an E11. Although I think the original TIE fighter pilots came with some other blaster, your Kenner version. But there he is. Good looking figure. I like them. We have a couple of Force Link TIE pilot or TIE fighters still. Oh, this guy has a backpack. So man, I'll tell you what. Interesting thing though. You can't, and you don't find many of the 5 POA. Well, he's not really 5. He's 4 POA. His head don't turn. The 5 POA snow troopers, and you definitely don't see them in the modern figures. The modern 5 POA. Like, this is the first one they've had in a while, I believe. I can't think of another one. I don't even know if Vintage Collection has a snow trooper. I did order that Vintage Collection book. What is it called? Was it Blue Milk or something like that? I don't. Somebody did a Kickstarter. I don't know why I said blue. I don't know where Blue Milk come from. Kickstarter is doing. Of course, this is a 2-year. It's like a 2-year project though. I ordered my books back in summer of 19, and here it's not even done. COVID hit, kind of goofed it up because it's coming from, I believe, a lot of the putting together is something to do with China. So anyway, not sure. But the last update I had, we're supposed to have it. It's almost, we'll be March in a couple of days. So sometime in May. So a couple more months supposedly we'll have that book. But at any rate, I don't recall I didn't get into vintage collection figures quick enough, I guess. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. Could spend a lot more money on them, but here we go. So, but we don't really have many of these guys come out. So another reason I wanted, same with well, the Scout Trooper I know you can get in the Saga collection, which is similar to the vintage, which has a vintage collection card back. So I believe they're similar. I think I have one opened in a container, but these guys, just not many of them around in that line. So kind of cool to have though. I wanted to have an extra one. I like troop building, as I always say, or trying to troop build. Attempting, I guess, would be a better word. Hard to buy everything. If I was a multi-millionaire, had a lot more money, I would buy a lot more. But the good news is I got plenty of stuff to open that'll last me a while. So yeah, his pistol's going to go down in his, well, I say that, it doesn't really fit good. Try this again. It doesn't really fit good. I want it to go in his whole boot holster, but I try to put it in there. Well, I guess it'll stay. Just it's really not covered up very great. If you can see that there, it's in. But if something bumped it pretty good, it might come out. Anyway, of course, my favorite trooper. Now, the funny thing is, when you look at this 5 POA trooper, I wish I had my original to compare. These are pretty similar. The thickness, I think, of the original Kenner it's a thicker or a bit thicker in the waist and the legs and arms. I think these are skinnier figures, so to say. But when you look at the overall look and detail, these are not terribly far off from the Kenner. You could call me crazy. I think the detail of the line, the Return of the Jedi line, it came a long way. I mean, you start to see a bit more detail and color and in the figures from them back to the original, Star Wars New Hope line in 77. So 77 and 78, obviously, and you get these out in 83. So you're talking 5 and 6 years later. You can make a lot of good changes in 5 or 6 years. I mean, look at Black Series. It's been out, since 2013. But you really look at the bulk of the line that came out starting in 2015 when The Force Awakens come out, and then you get this last year, 5 years later roughly, you get these photo reel. You get these repacks, and they do the photo reel on the face. So you can tell it in like the Jango Fett. You can tell it in some of the Rebels figures they come out with. The Luke Skywalker, some of the Luke Skywalkers, I mean, they look better. I wouldn't say they look perfect, but I think Jango Fett's one of the best ones you can kind of compare when you take the helmet off and look. They both look great. I think I have the Gaming Greats and the regular one. Numbers, what was that, 15, I think, in the line, the red line. So you can see that. But yeah, so... but like I said, this guy's really not terribly far off from the original Scout Trooper from Kenner. So, I mean, I think it's kind of cool. It doesn't bother me. Of course, you don't have the leg holster and for the Scout pistol from the original one, obviously. Trying to figure out how many differences there actually are, but pretty close though. But anyway, there he is, and there's that pack, that 5-pack. So. As always, turn on those notifications, like and subscribe, and thanks for watching, and I'm Beast from Beast Toys. We'll see you later.